Big babies, I've been saving this video like a Christmas stocking. This girl, I should say, this lady, I should say, this old grandma is crazy. And she's the craziest of them all. This is a certified banger if ever I've seen one. Scamfish's best video, most popular video, is a woman by the name of Jody. I call her Jody High Roller because she rolls so high, her grandma panties are stuck beyond her head. She cannot see the truth. She cannot see that the person that she's with is a Nigerian man. And the only thing that really makes it sweet is the fact that she doesn't seem to like people of a certain color, and she is absolutely getting scammed by one of them. And I gotta say, for the first time, I don't know if I feel too sorry for her because she openly is racist, and I feel at that point, you know, you kind of deserve it. So I wanted to just drop this on you. Take a look at probably one of the best videos Scamfish has ever done. Is Jody. If you haven't seen this video, you're in for a wild ride and a treat. Imagine an old grandma who gets tugged around for 10 years and she's giving money for what she hates, not knowing that it's what she loves. It's crazy. Anyway, if you haven't, by the way, consider subscribing to either me or Scamfish, or both. Great channels. Also, take care of yourselves this holidays, okay? Not everybody's gonna be not scamming you. It feels like a holiday tradition in some countries to scam other people. That's how they get their turkey being money. All right.
This has been a long...
It took me 1 second to realize this is gonna be that episode. You know how you have those like he's him moments where you can see Michael Jordan and you're like, I see him and I know he's the man. This is like the auntie of that. Like you just see her and you're like, oh, Walmart person. Like she was birthed in the Walmart aisle between like the inflatables and the fucking cans of soup. As soon as I saw her, I was like, she's him for being scammed. Like she's the one. You can tell she got scammed. You don't even need to know who this person is to know she got scammed by someone.
Hellish nightmare of over around 7 years. He does not, as far as I know, have like a Ghana accent. He does not have like an Indian accent.
Woo! Thank God, man. You think she would know that? I don't think she'd know that accent. And you like have like someone being like, hello, I'm from customer service. She'd be like, that is absolutely from Texas. I know a Texas accent when I hear one.
Hey, honey. Colin! Oh my God!
Classic American accent. Hello, honey. How are you? Have you eaten today? Classic. New York, I think.
We just want to talk about some of the statements that Jody made.
Here's the disclaimer, by the way. You know this shit's wild when they have a disclaimer at the start. Drew and David's like, hey, by the way, some of the views expressed in this video, not ours. And you know what? I agree, because neither of these two are crazy people, so thanks, guys.
There's no excuse for the things that Jody said.
Her comments about race are unacceptable and they don't represent us as a company.
I'd be even more scared if they came out with a thing and David was like, her comments on race are super acceptable and exactly actually line with me as a company. And Drew's like, what? I assumed you guys were not race people, so thanks though.
We covered Jody's story on a...
Wow, what is that picture, guys? That camera committed suicide after it took that photo. Are you serious? That's the photo? What is this, man? This looks like a reverse dick pic angle from a grandma. What am I looking at here? Why is this picture in existence? This should be with Bigfoot erased from the earth, man.
Previous episode of Scamfish.
Okay, my name is Jody Ebert. I happened to be on one night and this guy came on and wanted to chat.
It's kind of weird. There's a lore behind this. She originally met this guy called Colin on a dating site, and this was years ago, and it was like 7 years ago, but this is 3 years later, so it's been a decade. Decades. And Jody is still getting strung around by this guy called Colin. Now, I don't really know what the hell happened, why she thinks 10 years is okay to not see someone, but Jody doesn't have the most time in the world, if you catch my drift, so feels like it's a lost cause, but let's start there.
His name is Colin O'Connor.
She wanted us to verify a man by the name of Colin, who she had been communicating with for 7 years.
See, this is one of those rare instances where if I looked at the picture, I'd be like, oh, Grinder. And they'd be like, no, that's a girl. And I'd be like, oh, then cool. Who's the guy on the right? And I'd be like, no, the guy's the one on the right. And I'd be like, all right, I'm checking out. I'm out of here.
This woman had to be the most manipulated victim we've ever dealt with. All of the information pointed back to this man being 100% a fake.
That's a different guy from the photo. Are you sure she can see? Guys, I realize I might be going hard in the paint at Jody. Maybe you're like, oh, she's just an old grandma. You know what? My grandma's not a rassy ass person. I'm pretty sure that you don't have to be. I don't think it's a prerequisite for your older elders to be like not like people of certain skin color. So I think on that note, I'm gonna go hard in the paint. I feel like I should.
But just for you, we'll go back and give you some more clarity.
I hope so. And will you go on camera also then when you get us together and apologize and do more thorough investigations on other catfishes that could have been possibly a true romance?
Nothing more appreciative than someone who absolutely has a disdain for your company and wants to disprove it while also using its features and benefits to get love. That's what you call appreciation right there. Old grandma, they try and help her. They're sending her things. They're going to her, trying to make sure that she doesn't do the wrong thing. And she's like, you know what? When I prove you wrong, I'm going to show everyone that this guy who was in love with Jennifer Aniston could really get him. And this guy who was in love with Elon Musk, that's happening too. And this other guy that's also in love with Elon Musk, they just clone each other. This works. Jody should start her own channel where she proves that Scamfish is a scam. I'll subscribe.
Only if you promise to apologize if I'm right.
It was hard to understand why she still believed this man wasn't lying to her. Our team went into this with an open mind.
I love the team. It's Bree and David, wife and husband, and their adopted son, Drew. So I've come to know and appreciate them very much. I one day hope to be adopted by Drew, and we create like a little smaller and smaller family until it gets to that.
And decided we had to meet with Jody in person to understand what exactly she saw that we didn't. So we flew her out to California from Nebraska so we can meet her face to face.
How are you gonna get food?
I do have $10 on my card. If I need anything, I could get a little something then, maybe in the airport or so in Denver, or I will need something at the motel.
That's another staple of old people. They put their face too close to the camera. I wonder what my things are going to be. Like AI is going to be there and I'll be shouting into it. And my son will be like, Dad, you don't need to shout. AI can read your mind nowadays. And I'll be like, what? And then he'll be like, Dad, I know everything. I feel like that's what it's going to be. But right now it's like you call an older person and then they put their forehead into the camera as if it's going to absorb them or something. I don't understand. I never will. They know what cameras are. They invented them. I don't understand how this is not like commonplace, but all right, cool.
I can like Postmates you or Grubhub you something.
We tried to send Jody money so she could buy herself some food while she was traveling to California, but we couldn't. She had no bank account and she was banned from using several financial institutions like Western Union and MoneyGram.
Come on now. Grandma is using cash and not because she wants to. Most grandmas just have cash because they're like, I don't know about banks too much. The bank is like, yes, we know about Jody. We don't let her in. She tried to steal money from us. Come on now. This is a really bad place to start the episode off. She got banned from 2 banks and she doesn't have more than $10 in her wallet. That is a bad starting place, Jody.
Graham.
Safe flight.
Okay, thanks. I'm on the plane.
Who you vlogging to, Jody? Who you vlogging? You got a little channel right there. Yeah, YouTube Jody High Roller 1 2 3 4 5. First time on a plane, something like that.
So we will see what happens.
Usually the plane lands, Jody, but I guess you're right. In very less optimistic situations, and sometimes it doesn't. So sure. What a beautiful take by Jody, as usual. I really love her channel.
So the person that you sent this to, Ofari, you said he's known as...
Well, right now he's known as Samuel.
So Jody actually does get flown to California and Bree meets her, and now she starts talking to Jody, asking about the situation, trying to get some information. And bear with me, this is a longer episode, so I'm trying to get all the information before you get the... And now we're trying to learn about Colin and how she found him, what she thinks of him, who she thinks he is, really.
He's never told me the official Samuel's last name.
Samuel, Ghana, English, single. Samuel is Colin's best friend, claims to be deployed in Ghana. As we all know, there's the crisis going on. Ghanania. We all know about that, so he's gonna solve that.
Is there someone else that's receiving money?
Now it's being sent to a Sandra Burns.
Okay, Sandra It says sex male there, so that's very hard for me to. All right, I already got duped. I thought that was a female. Location also Ghana. She's also single. Jody would send money to Sandra through Western Union and get plane tickets. She's also deployed to Ghana because of Ghanania, as we know. Rest in peace, Ghanatians.
Jody was obviously in denial. She made excuses for Colin through this whole interview. She brought several calendar notebooks specifically to remind her for when she needed to send money to Colin. These notebooks dated all the way back to 2016.
It's very sad, right? Like, we're in 2025 now, almost 2026 though. So like 10 years of sending someone money, and it is like sucky that someone could be predatory towards old people because they're the sweetest people ever, unless of course they're racias, in which case, you know, like I said, I don't really care about them, but it still sucks, right? You don't want anybody to take advantage of you, and especially like to the older people, this is like one of those tricks. When you pull the rabbit out of the hat, they don't know how it's being done. They're convinced this is someone they love. And a lot of these old people, maybe Jody inclusive, are pretty lonely. Now, when you show them attention and you're like, hey, sexy mama, she's like, yeah, I still got it. And then she'll give the money away. I mean, it's kind of like paying for compliments in a way. So 10 years of that. She's got a book. She's got a phone, but she won't use that. She's using a book. Got a literal book keeping track of how much money she's giving Colin.
She even had Colin's birthday and dates he told her that he would be coming back to the US from Ghana.
At any point, did you feel that it was strange sending money to all these different people that you never met?
He told me back then that he couldn't receive money because he didn't have the ID. And then he said he got to explaining it more later that you need a government ID to receive money. I completely, fully, my life depending on it, trusted him.
She's the type of person, if the shark says come in, the water's nice, she would go in. Kind of like that type beat. Doesn't have an ID, can't send him money. Wise, PayPal, anything else, doesn't matter. He needs an ID. He need to know who the fuck he is to send him $5.
He does not, as far as I know, have like a Ghana accent. He does not have a Nigerian accent.
The fact that she thinks that she knows the distinction between those two, it might be the most laughable moment in this whole video. I don't think you could put 100 people in front of her with either of those accents and she would get it right. Even with a 50% chance, I think she'd get 90% wrong. That is hilarious that she's even considering the fact that maybe she knows the difference between those two. If you asked her to point either one out on the map, she'd probably point to South America. I don't think so.
He does not have like an Indian accent.
That's just hilarious, though. I feel like she would know. I feel like if he said if she spoke to him and he was like, hello, she'd put the phone down and be like, oh, I got scammed by an Indian guy from New Delhi. His name was probably Rajit. She'd probably know all that shit, too.
Sometimes Colin needed more money than Jody could provide.
Oh.
She even thought about selling her mattress at one point. She went as far as donating plasma to help raise the money to get Colin home.
This is so depressingly funny that I have to laugh because, dude, come on. How bad do you want that D? Jody. Man, she wants that. Jody's willing to sell her mattress. When he comes over, he's like, where do we sleep? She's like, we ain't gonna be sleeping the way you gonna be doing something to me. Like, okay, Jody, donating plasma to get that Colin home. Damn. Grandma's really getting after it.
I wanted some more money. We needed more money for me and my mother.
Her mother? Alive? And well? Ah. All right. Well, I never know how old some of these people are. They hit you with the, I'm 43. You're like, damn, y'all age like prunes and shit. Like, well, really? I don't know, man. Maybe her mom's like, I want to see her mom.
But when I was doing it, the prices had gone up on how much you would get, and my size, I got the top dollar. I did do it for 3-4 months, 5, 6, somewhere along in there between 3 to 6 months.
She just kept going up with those numbers, huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can count. That's how much money I made. 11. Every session. 3 sessions, 2 minutes. One person passed out. Me. I don't have health insurance. Colin's gonna give it to me when he comes back.
Some of it I used for him.
So he's like a money mule. He's like, I need money, honey. And she's just willingly giving it to him. He doesn't even seem to be making up excuses at this point. It's not like, I need money because I Normally they have some, like, you know, they at least make up some bullshit.
See, that's that bullshit.
I was going to work and my toilet exploded and now there's shit all over the place and I can't walk into the room with shit on my, people are gonna be like, you're a shitty boss, and I'll be like, ha 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 ha, you're fired. So you need to give me money so I can get a plumber. Usually it's something like that, but this is nothing. He's just like, give me money. She says, okay.
I still say, and I always say,
Give me the money, boss. Give me that dick, boss. I don't know what she said. What do you think she said? Because she's got a saying now. She's like, I always say, put it in from behind. Like, what do you think she says?
not
The back door. Only the front trap door. The trap door always gives you more. You whore. What do you think she says?
Not all online romances are scams. You guys have pulled out a lot, and I appreciate that.
Ah, right. Not all romance scams are scams. What did you say? Not all online romance is a scam. Yes, of course. Of course. If you meet the person and you don't wait 10 years to actually meet them and they have a completely different accent and ask you for money constantly, yeah, sure. You're right. That's true. I mean, I guess that's logical. That's like singing and being like, I have a bad voice, and then you say, not everybody who sings has a bad voice. And it's true, but like, doesn't exclude you from the situation. I guess you're just playing the numbers game, Jody.
But it sounds like the majority of them come from Tinder, Twitter, Plenty of Fish.
We were able to collect.
They cut her off while she was naming things. That's peak comedy. Grandma's like, Tinder, Grinder, I got some match, Plenty of Fish, Plenty of Grinds, Tinder, Tinder, Timber, Timbuktuer, Bumble, Humble, Crumble, Dumbledore website. Because she's got like a lot of things she's naming. She's probably on all of that shit too.
We were able to collect a lot of names for our list. With all these money mules involved, we knew we had to reach out to our good friends Trilogy Media to do some footwork.
So then they enlist the help of two guys called Trilogy Media, who's made up of one guy who just has a face I like, and the other guy is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, which is very funny to me. I didn't know that he did this. So I guess Zlatan's here. That's interesting. Weird that he does this in between soccer.
I met him approximately in 2015. I had just...
That's what she looked like 10 years ago. Did she get hit by 2 COVIDs? I'm not gonna say life really took its toll, didn't it?
I had just kind of broken up with a guy and decided to check out some online things. So I went with Match.com. Some other sites, other people more down in New York City that were doctors, lawyers, very well-to-do, and they're not going to be interested in me.
Correct. For 10 points, Jody. I mean, good work. Good self-awareness. If you kept that up for 5 more seconds, maybe this wouldn't have happened, right? What was she was like, doctors? No. I need a down and dirty. I need someone who's deployed to Ghana, to Gharnania. Yeah. I want someone who's in the mud.
And a lot of them were black.
Oh, God. Okay, here it is.
Sorry, I don't really believe in interracial meetings.
Oh, my God. I thought she was going to say, I don't believe in black people. I was going to be like, you ever walk outside or live? Like, whew. This is still very bad, though. She doesn't believe in interracial. Grandma's living in the 1910s still. Okay? When it comes to dating, she's on Plenty of Fish and Tinder. She's in the 2010s. But her mindset just conveniently rolls itself back to 1910. I don't know what else to tell you. If you have a mixed baby, they're the most beautiful little babies ever in the world. I don't even know how you could be against it personally, obviously, because I'm not a 1910s mentality person, but whew, Grandma really pulled that one out of her bag, huh? She was like, look, I'm not good enough for a doctor or lawyer, but if it's a black doctor or lawyer, I didn't even want them. Whatever. Oh, damn, Jody.
Swipe the other way on those. I didn't want to even try.
Oh my God.
And then
Imagine there's like one black man out there. He's like, Jody, you're perfect for me. And he's like the most accomplished, loving, beautiful soul. And she's like, hell no. I'm never having kids with you. Jody, I don't even think you can have kids. So don't worry about it.
and I just decided to go on one night, see what was going on. And he came on. He contacted me. He offered to video chat.
Is this real? So you're telling me this guy who's a scammer, the first thing he said was, let's video chat. And instead of her saying yes, finally, the one time any scammer says yes, let's video, unprompted, he says, let's video chat. The one time in history this has happened, the other person says no. What on God's green earth is going on here? What in Garnania is happening?
I think I knew my computer would do that, but I had no idea how to do it. I'm the dummy there that said, no, never mind.
What was his excuse or request or his story that money all of a sudden started appearing in your relationship?
I love Zlatan Ibrahimovic. As anything he says, I'm like, that's hilarious. It's the Russian accent from, I don't know why, it's so funny.
I think he was still in Afghanistan and his son David had come down with malaria.
Ah, yes. That's not how you spell it. sorry, I don't know why that's funny to me. Because he's Ghanaian, but he doesn't know malaria. Baby, my son has malaria. Can I please borrow $300 so I can take David to the hospital? They're gonna cure his ass up for $300.
This is the first big money he wanted me to send, $300.
Whoa, hold up. Is he living in, did he take his son to, is his son part of the war? What's happening? What is happening? I thought his son would be back in America where he grew up and lives. Is his son Ghanaian? Oh my God, you might not like him. There's a lot of people of color in Ghana. I don't know if you know about Africa, Jody. It's not all white people.
To help with David's.
Holy shit, he's white. And he's smiling. I can see him smiling through that mask. He's such a trooper. He's happy to get malaria because he knows someone else didn't get it. That's how selfless David is. What a guy. By the way, if you're thinking, oh man, that picture is in poor quality, that's just his face. When you get malaria, you just get lower pixel quality. That's just a part of malaria. You probably would know about it if you had it.
I think he said that they don't take that insurance.
If 10 is, this is 100% real, he is your boyfriend, no question, and 1 is 100% a scam, pick a number. Where are you right now? For yourself.
I cannot really say. I have to say maybe a 4 or a 5.
That's the kind of answers we're getting from Jody. The Trilogy Media guy, sorry, I forget his name, asks on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you sitting? And she's like, I don't know. I could never answer that. 4 or 5. This is kind of the answers we're getting from Jody, that kind of stuff. So she's kind of 50-50, doesn't know if he really is or isn't who he says. So I would ask what are her reservations. But to be honest, I just really want to see where this goes. So Colin says, I have great news for you, baby. Can't call a 700-year-old baby. Can't do that. I have paid for my plane ticket and I will be coming to see you. Okay. Well, that's good. Everything's sorted.
I tried to check the weather earlier in the day over there.
Okay. Again, you're checking the weather in Africa. It's sunny every day. It's every day, bro. That's funny though that there people are checking like, is it winter there? Does it snow in Ghana? Yeah, Africa's sunny most of the time.
Any hint of rain, I couldn't pick up anything. I don't know if I was looking in the wrong spot. This was really hard. Floods. It floods the house.
In Ghana. Africa's a place where they didn't have water sometimes. One dude had to fucking bless the rains to come down in Africa. I don't know if you heard about that. He must have blessed it too hard in Ghana. Look at this shit. That's a nice house, by the way, for Ghana. Wow. So his house there got absolutely wrecked. By the way, he needed $300. Couldn't afford $300 to help his son get past malaria. But that's a nice house that he has there.
And he had these documents, gold documents, verifying on some bars he's got ruined. Needless to say, those documents were ruined, that they could not read them, and he needed new documents. And then
I'm gonna tell you how gold works, Jody. If you have it, it exists. You know, you take it to someone, they check it, they're like, that's gold. You can get money for it. You don't need a paper to be like, it is gold. Nah, trust me, G. For real, bro. Nah, I'm serious. This is gold. Written by Bank of America. Please don't question us. Don't worry about that. Also, he got gold in his house and he can't afford to save his son from malaria. Maybe he wanted David to die. Did you ever think maybe you got in his way off that plan? Maybe I didn't want my son in the picture. Maybe he's just evil. Jody, you might have picked an evil guy.
The barrage of delays and problems on getting the documents redone, he had to start all over, and I think the price went up. One of them actually has my name on it.
All right, so we don't need to read this to know it's fake, but I mean, you know, there it is. The word ownership is spelled wrong, so that's you know, that's bad. And I don't really understand what's going on here, but I guess it's to signify he's got so much gold that he can sell it now because Ghana needs to verify that. So this is how Jody's like, oh man, he's rich. I just need to give him enough money so that he can unlock his real money and then give me gold bars. Jody's got that 1910s mentality when they used to trade with gold bars.
Certification of region and ownership. This is certified
No,
that
ownership is spelt wrong.
Jody O'Connor is a bona
Bonafide owner.
fide owner of 50 kilograms or 23 carat.
Have you ever spoken to him on the phone?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, many times.
Call rejected.
Oh, Jody got him. Yeah, I spoke to him. I speak to him right now. Hello? Yeah, that's just his mom or something. You have one new voice message. Yeah, that's his mom, just there. She's just constantly talking about them voicemail. I don't know why.
He probably doesn't have that number no more. It takes 2 showers. He must be in the shower or he doesn't have minutes.
Yeah. I mean, look, if I was trying not to be crazy about this girl, I say she's down in the dumps here. She's making excuses for situations because it's actually probably going to protect her, because the real truth will break her heart. So she, like, her mind is making up its own excuses just to make sense of it all. And that's sometimes what we do as people, because we can't accept the truth. It's a bit too hard when you're a bit too far gone. And Jody is so far gone. She literally thinks this white dude has a Ghana accent and is going to be hers anytime now. And it's been 10 years. There's no saving Jody. I just want to say that.
Colin! Oh my God! You just get out of the shower?
So that's how it would sound, huh? When they see each other. That's how she gonna scream his name?
Colin!
I don't like that too much. The dude probably forgot the Ghana guy who was like, what is my name? And she goes,
Colin!
Like, oh, yep, I remember. I named it Colin because every time she's calling, I want to fucking end it.
Oh my God, it's so good to hear your voice.
Hey Colin, how you doing? Hey, my name is Vlad. How you doing?
Oh my God, is she all good? She's having like spasms and stuff. She's like in absolute love shock. Colin really got her by the proverbial balls here, man. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing good. And how are you? Yeah.
That's
Okay.
great. That's great.
You got your tickets. How many luggages are you bringing? Because I want to bring like full of muscles, you know, like
We'll help you with the
people. We
bags,
want to
yeah,
help with the bags. How many
definitely.
bags do you have?
Well, I have like 6 bucks. Yeah.
Six.
Oh, wow.
6. Beautiful. We're bringing 6 guys.
My boys from Trilogy Media decide to have a little fun with Colin and then ask him some questions about his arrival and what he's going to do here, to which he answers as if he has no problem with this.
But anyway, nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
I'll send you a text later, okay?
Okay, we're gonna send you a text. Make sure.
I love this guy. I love Zlatan. He's hilarious without even trying. Every time the other dude tries to say something, he just says it after him. It's so funny. It's like comedy without it being comedy. The guy's like, I'll talk to you later. Then this dude's like, yes, I will talk to you later. Yeah, we'll see you around. Yes, we will see you around. He thinks he's his conscience or something, as if the dude can't hear him and they're like speaking through a wire. He's like, yes, I'll say everything you're saying. But they're just both repeating it. Let me show you that again. That is so funny.
But anyway,
Dude's like, but anyway, he's like, anyway.
nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
I'll send you a text later, okay?
Okay, we're gonna send you a text. Make sure the gold is secure, and we're gonna see you in America.
I don't know why that was so funny. It's like he was feeding him lines as if he's ChatGPT in human form or something. Repeat after me in a Russian accent type beat. Oh my God. This dude is my favorite guy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Jody, wanna say something?
Are you good? What's wrong?
Okay.
Do I hear Samuel and Priscilla there or the kids?
Yeah, everyone is fine. Everyone is okay.
No, but they're not in bed yet?
When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, I bet you he didn't think old ladies would scream through it, did he? She's letting go. If he puts her on loudspeaker, his phone will explode. She's so loud. I'm such a quiet person. Like, I don't even like raising my voice. I'm like, when I'm on the phone, I'm like, yo, what's up, Jane? What's up? Everyone's like, please stop talking like that. It's weird. But she's just like, is the kids there? I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Aggressive Owen Wilson. Wow.
Wow.
See you next week.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Okay. You gotta chill out, Grandma. You can't, just because you're screaming, it doesn't mean the words get there faster. She probably thinks she's bending time. She's like, hello. And then she's like, that's gonna get there really fast. It's actually gonna avoid the lag if I scream it. Oh my God. Are you all good? She's got some issues, man. Why she dropped the phone like that? I don't know if that was like a good like phone drop or like, oh, did you hear how he talked to me? Or like, oh, my panties are wet. Ugh.
Jody, that's an African accent.
Not from what I've heard.
It's an African.
Have you heard much, Jody? Venture out into the world off Africa. It doesn't seem like you venture out into the world beyond Burger King. You sure about this? Not from what I heard. She's 100% sure. Jody High Roller over here is like, yes, nah, that's not. I can tell you a Mongolian accent if I heard it. In fact, he didn't even have to speak. I can look at someone and be Mongolian. I'd be like, you're Mongolian. And they're at the same time, they always say the same thing. You're racist. Please get out of my store. 100% accuracy.
It's an African accent.
It's not Italian.
Like, you're literally putting him over yourself. Like, you literally didn't have enough. Like, if we wouldn't have done that, you would not probably have not eaten dinner yesterday.
This is gonna sound mean to say, but maybe she could have. Maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Okay, I'm just saying.
How did you get him $500 last week? Did you have $510 in your account last week?
Yeah, so, okay, the problem is, I feel like, I think that her family must have had an intervention or two.
Stop!
I don't think that she would have been going on for this long, 10 years, without people saying, Jody, it's time to stop.
Stop!
And after years of them trying, they give up. Because even if people try and help you, you have to be willing to reciprocate. That is part of like why some people on Catfish just go straight back to being scammed, is because they don't want the help. They're either not prepared to hear the truth, they're not prepared to handle it. So I think that's what's happening here, because it doesn't make sense that her family wouldn't try this. But now these guys are intervening her, and she doesn't seem to be reciprocating or wanting to hear that either. She'd rather go hungry and talk to Colin than actually eat food.
Looks like we may have found our main money mule.
Anyway, they find a guy called Salim, and we're talking about money mules, which I don't find too, this is more like Catfish's side. I don't find that too exciting, but essentially she's been giving money to someone, and he's the money mule, which is the guy who's in America who's transferring the money, and now they're actually going to chase his ass down to try and find out what he's doing.
Jody has been sending money to Salim's house for years. When we first met Jody, we sent Colin a link to track his IP, and it came back to New York. Salim also lives in New York.
Salim is a friend, supposedly, of Colin's that he knew from Texas.
He's from New York, though, and I forgot where Colin is from, but I think you said he's not from either of those places. So they all just met through Facebook or something. Wow, there's a lot to keep up here. Jody's needs like one of those boards that like connects everyone together, and Salim is Jody's friend, which is me, and I am an idiot.
He has been the consistent also.
Colin says, I trust Salim with my life. You can send the money to him and he will send it to me. Because, of course, because he doesn't have an ID, he can't accept money. I forgot. And because his bars got ruined in that tragic tsunami that happened in Ghana the other day. Oh my God.
I know that you're not in interracial dating. What would be...
Wild way to start that sentence there, Zlatan. Everything he says makes it 100 times funnier. If I met him, I would give him a mic and be like, you need to do stand-up. But don't even try and tell jokes, just your thoughts will do. I feel like interracial marriage, you don't like it, but I think you're wrong. Jody will live in 2025 and soon to be 2026. You need to give up your bad habit. Ed Sheeran. That's really not really a Russian accent, is it?
No Russian.
If you will meet your lovable person and he will be
You know, just let him talk. That's cool. The other dude's like, yeah, fuck it. He can say it better than you will meet your lovable person is the best way to say any sentence.
different nationality, different skin color, and he's not exactly as his picture, what would be that your reaction?
Trilogy Media will fly to
That went nowhere, but it turns out they're gonna fly to New York. Trilogy Media, Zlatan and his homie fly to New York and try and track down Salim. So this is like a huge case because on one hand we flew Jody from Nebraska to I think it's LA, and then they flew to New York. So they're really trying to help Jody. These guys are really doing the most for someone who seems to be, well, she's a nasty host. It's quite a lot to do for a girl like that.
everything that transpired with Trilogy Media and Salim in New York. We flew Jody back out to California and invited her to our office.
So a big reason why we wanted Trilogy to go out there and talk to Salim was to kind of show you who you've been sending money to.
So, yeah, I skipped out on a lot. This is like a long episode. But what they did essentially, like, we will see what they did here. They do go to his house and they find his landlord, and they actually, through that, find him. And it all circumvents and leads up to Jody actually being the person who is the middleman, and she doesn't even know it. There's a lot of, like, ups and downs. But all you need to know is that she is so far gone in this relationship that we just need to see what Jody's reaction is when they tell her point blank, you've been talking to a Nigerian man, and his name is not Colin.
I had asked you to arrange for Colin to call us. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I'm okay. And you?
How you doing? We know exactly what's going on. We know about you. We know about Salim. We know where everyone lives. We know you're scamming her. We know you're taking advantage of her. Shut up.
Oh my god. This is like Liam Neeson in Taken if he was two people and one was Russian. Oh my goodness. This is riveting. They call Colin and they're like, we know the jig is up. The jig is up.
Shut your mouth for a second and listen. Your gig is up.
Ah, there it is. Your gig is up. There it is.
I don't like how you ram into him and everything.
Wild without context yet again. Old grandma looking at you point blank saying, I don't like how you ram into him.
And it seems like you don't give him a chance to
lie again?
talk, explain things.
I want a video call from you in 1 hour.
Why are you talking to me like that?
Because you're a piece of shit scammer.
My favorite part is that they did it outside. They could have went inside or in their car or anything. They're like in broad daylight in New York. You piece of shit scammer. People from New York like, yeah, that's my guy. That's like a normal thing in New York, just to like cuss someone on the phone, like in public. Everyone's like, yeah, it's a normal day for us. Give me a coffee. Perfect. Anyway, Jody is like, give him a chance. You keep ramming him up the butt. Why don't you actually let him explain himself? He's had 10 years, Jody. But I feel like that's how far gone she is. She's just like willing to defend him because she's sort of knows that her dream or her life or everything that she's ever fantasized about is within that. The truth could break that perception for her. So it's in her best interest, really, to try and get them to not tell her the truth almost. Because as soon as she knows the truth, the gig is up for her.
So then we went back to the house to try again. And this time we got the landlord to answer the door. And we were upfront. We were honest about everything, why we were there. We're there to talk to Salim. She knew Salim very well. We said that he's expecting money from a Jody.
Oh, well.
So, someone is lying to you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Are you on the phone with him?
No.
Yes, you are. Can we talk to him, please?
This is why they got Zlatan, because he's so good at actually getting to the truth. There it is, man. This tall dude, he looks like he's about to like curl a football through your house. Of course, he's gonna see through bullshit right away. I like this guy, man. This landlord was actually pretending that she wasn't talking to Salim, who they found on the phone, and then Zlatan cuts through it. He's like, yes, you are talking to him. You give me phone or I give you debt.
I know, I'm sorry.
Quickly explain.
Yeah, really quickly, yes.
We'll call him if she actually called Salim, so we spoke to Salim.
You guys don't need to have a cameraman operating a static shot, do you? My boy is mad distracting right there, just standing there being like, should I move it? Should I move it? Jody's face keeps moving. Should I move the camera? Should I keep it there?
No, thank you. Salim, if you're not gonna show up in 30 to 60 minutes...
If you're not gonna answer my call, we're going to the police.
Romance scam.
Yep.
So then he gave us his number, and we called him immediately after, and then later that day, and he disconnected his phone.
You said you don't believe in interracial relationship, right? Your boy, look at you. Look at him. Freaking general, blue eyes, amazing guy. But meanwhile...
They just let him run rampant sometimes. Look at Drew. If you close up on Drew, he's like, did I take that gummy? What the fuck happened there? Your boy, general, blue eyes, green eye. What the hell? What kind of brain aneurysm did I just have? Everybody's confused with the sentence. Even the camera guy is like, should I zoom in on Zlatan now?
Since you don't believe in the racial marriage or relationship or whatever you believe, you were sending to African-American guy, not blue-eyed guy, and that's why I lost my shit. And your boy, Italian accent, no.
Who even thought it was Italian? I thought he was from America. Did she think he was like Mario or something? I'm in a gun. God damn it. Send me back. Oh. By the way, if you're from Nigeria, look, dude, you guys need to start learning how to try and put on a Italian accent. Like what I just did. Put on a Mario accent. That will confuse the shit out of people. They'll be like, I don't know where he's from. I don't even think he's from this planet. You know, if you're going to keep scamming, which you shouldn't, but like if you're going to do the Mario accent, will confuse everybody. Catfish won't know what to do. I'm just saying.
African, Ghana, Nigerian accent.
I haven't really detected any Nigerian accent.
Come on, Jody.
I haven't detected any brain cells in this conversation, so I guess we're both not detecting things here, Jody. Her methods of deduction are, how you say, fucking wrong. I feel like she knows deep down this is not how Americans sound. I feel like that, unless she's like such a patriot that she's like, everyone who's in this country is an American. Give us your huddled masses. Remember, Statue of Liberty said that, and we got that from another country. So, you know, that's pretty cool.
And they know immediately when they heard the accent, oh, that's the dude is from Africa. We heard these as independent, nothing to do with them. We're like, oh, these dudes from Africa.
He knows an African when he hears one. I don't know if that's like a good or bad thing. I think it's just an observation here, but like, that's pretty much what we're trying to say here. Like, look, man, we've been doing this long enough. We know, did you eat today? He's not really like a dude from Massachusetts or something, you know?
Only you can fix this. We cannot convince you to anything.
The accent part and some of this, I am seeing more.
We're gonna need Mike Tyson to stare Jody down, sit down, have a little conversation. If you don't understand, we're gonna have to go a couple rounds, Jody. Because this, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Someone gonna knock some sense into her. I don't mean physically, but geez, man. Mentally, can we do it? It feels like she's doing gymnastics and winning the gold, constantly finding ways to be like, they're not Nigerian. This is really Colin. He's about to come home for 10 years. By the time I die, he's finally gonna get his plane ticket. But by that time, we won't have planes. We'll have like instant transmission. So I'll get one of those and it'll be here for my funeral. It'll say Jody, still waiting for Colin on my tombstone. He's gonna speak in my eulogy if he makes it. Oh, man, it's gonna be beautiful when he gets here.
The amount of pushback Jody was giving us just didn't make any sense. So we decided to hop into some of the information that we were able to pull.
We're just going to go over some of the pictures because we have way more evidence.
This is the same exact document, same exact address. Did you have any questions about that?
Okay, well, she asked if you had a question, not if you could breathe. Did you have any questions? That's not a question, Jody.
Not yet.
Colin's using this man's image, but he's also using this man's image. So
That's
he's
the
using
latest
two
one.
different profiles.
All right, well, this is what happens, right? This is my big issue with Jody here, is that she couldn't figure out these two people look differently. And if I say, oh, they look the same, now they're like, oh, okay, maybe you can't even tell white people apart. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I can tell these two apart. They look like completely different human beings. I don't know how Jody can go through the situation and not realize that, unless she's somehow just so delulu that she's willing to accept that he's a shapeshifter or something. I'm just not sure how you could even make the distinction. These are complete different faces here. It's not even borderline the same. My goodness, Jody. It's like she wants to give money away, and we're actually getting in her way by stopping her. Maybe this is one of the few cases where she's funding Nigeria and people are like, this is good US-Nigeria relations. We should just leave it alone.
All of the photos that you've been sent are literally the same photo, which is that original one down there that's tagged. I think it's from about 15 years ago.
So if this was all real, why would he have to send you a fake photo?
I don't know if he realized that I noticed it was fake.
What are you talking about? Jody, you're not asking the right questions here. He's sending fake photos. She's like, I wonder if he knows that I know. What a doofus. Anyway, I'm going to send him $500,000 now. Anybody have any questions? Okay.
Whether or not you noticed it, why would he do it at all?
That's a good answer, Jody. Just wave your head around, put your hands up. No, nobody knows, right? There's no logical explanation if someone loves you if they're gonna Photoshop themselves. That's some extreme level of gaslighting. If you love someone and you're like, fuck it, I don't really want to take photos. I'm just gonna send the same photo in different outfits. You know how lazy I am, honey. I've been wearing the same shirt for 30 years. Just imagine me in different outfits. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know.
What's your gut telling you, though? I mean, have you ever sent a fake photo to somebody?
The photos, I have not been too sure.
Oh, she didn't even answer that. She was like, the photos? I don't know about that. Jody, have you sent a fake photo? Colin sounds like a Nigerian.
His other photos have looked fairly real.
Every single photo he sent you is photoshopped from that photo.
That one don't look like it.
Look at his face. It's the exact
His face
same.
is.
Can you imagine if this dude just happened to be a guy who takes photos the same exact way? He's like just one of these rare people who's like every photo he's got like a pose, and they're like, say cheese. He's like, all right, how about the next photo? Say cheese. All right, how about the next photo? Say cheese. Same thing, just every consistent photo taker. What if he was that? And Jody's actually right. Oh my goodness. Maybe he lived in Nigeria and he has an accent. Or maybe he was in a coma. Have you ever seen that video? There was this African girl. She was in a coma. She woke up. She had an Italian accent. And not like a Mario accent. She had a proper Italian, South Italian accent. Maybe, just maybe, this guy fell into a coma. He woke up and he's a consistent picture taker. He's also blind because he likes Jody. And he's really stuck in Ghana. God damn it. Because he's the Lulu, just like everyone else. Jody, seriously, wake up.
The same exact position and with the same exact hat.
That, to me, that don't mean anything. To me, that just means he likes that hat, and that's the angle of the photo.
Yeah, no, she's right. To me, that don't mean nothing. That's a song. That's a country song. To me, that don't mean nothing. Doesn't matter if you're my sister. I want to be your mister. I'm just assuming Alabama. I don't know. I just messed up with the whole South. I love you, South. I'm sorry.
The photo.
Look at the wrinkle on the cheek. Look at the smile. Look.
It's weird.
The amount of photoshopped photos Jody received was absurd.
I like this picture angle. Like he's kind of like Forrest Gumping here. He's just sitting there and he's like, I'm gonna hold this really high and then take a photo there. It's like Jesus is staring down at me. Like I like that. I always love the photos where they hold it like from orbit. That's my favorite kind of photo. I also like the ones where they hold it from down below, so it looks like you're on the ground and they just like, they're like gangsters.
In our first interview with Jody, Lenny was able to find Colin's son David's photo on a stock website.
The original photo I have is a picture of a young man. It's a stock photo.
Oh my God, they changed the dude. That's not the same guy. They really went through the trouble. This might actually be he's also looking like he was unhappy, but now that he's in the mosque, he's very happy. Maybe this is like an old like COVID thing. Wow.
So it's a stock photo that they would use in hospital clinic, ads online.
I have tried to talk to him more about video chatting, and he says he's going to do it. He has said before that when he goes to the airport, he has kind of showed me that Ghana is not a very caring, helpful country.
Oh, yes, of course. That makes sense. She says, why can't you fly out? He says, because Ghana doesn't care about me. I need them to care. I need that country to say, Colin, bye. We hope to see you again. As soon as they say that, I'm out of this bitch. Because you know America is carrying us out. When you come into the country, they say, please, please come in. Stay as long as you like. Oh, you're brown? Well, we'll hand you a silver platter. Come on, baby. Your American journey awaits. Of course, man. We all know Ghana is just not a caring country. I knew that. That's the reason that I could never fly there, because they're not as caring as other places like one of the Koreas. And I'm not talking about South.
You haven't video chatted your boyfriend in 8, you don't even know what he looks like.
He looks like either one of those white guys. It's easy. What are you talking about, dummy? She can pick, he looks like any white guy. She can't even tell them apart. I don't even know. It might be two people. One guy he might be Cole. The other guy might be Lin. A white guy called Lin.
I have
How does that make
no
sense?
idea. I have no idea.
Jody, you've seen all this, right? We've shown you the Photoshops. We've shown you the money mules. Salim is taking your money every single month. You haven't taken care of yourself. This person's lying to you. He's verbally abusive on the phone. We have proof that this is happening. This isn't a relationship that you're in. You're being taken advantage of, like, for the last 7.5, 8 years.
I think you're actually addicted to...
Yo, I think that camera guy just wants to be in the shot. Last time I checked, he was on the other side just waiting. Now that the camera angle switched, he's like, I'm looking for something, guys. What are you looking for, buddy? Looking for my moment of fame. What is this episode about? Jody, racism? Never mind, I'm going back.
Addicted to having somebody need you, addicted to have somebody text you.
It's nice. It's nice the way he's kind of so sweet and everything. I have seen some red flags even before I contacted you guys last year.
Jody, relationship can be without money. You can find another guy. Why do you need to continue dumping this paycheck to somebody else's pocket?
That's quite a interesting way to say whatever he said there. Why do you continue dumping, taking big shit into man's pocket? You put shit money into him. You unload money into man. Why? Yeah, it's true. Very true. Before that, though, Jody was actually saying something real. She did like the attention. And I'm sure that, like, some people who are maybe deprived of that actually need it. And this is a serious thing that we need to, like, figure out. I need to fix that, figure out how we're doing, what we're doing. Especially older people, they get mistreated or, like, they get underutilized in the community once they hit a certain age. So we got to take care of our own. But, like, at the same time, 8 years of this is like, you're really kind of doing it to yourself for a bit. I know she needs help, and we have literally like 2 great collaborations happening here so they can actually take care of her. But she's still not willing to let go, and she still holds on to that 1910 values. It's gonna pop up very soon.
That's called gigolo. You pay for this guy. You hire a guy who is dancing for you, but you don't even see his naked body. What is this?
All right, Zlatan. That's why they got him. That's why they got him there. He speaks nothing but the truth. He speaks the gospel in very weird ways. You hire Gigala, you don't even get to see his penis. What's wrong with you? Every time I hire Gigala, I watch the Gigala. You know, you don't get it.
What is this? What kind of freaking relationship is this?
It's crazy. It's a nightmare.
You need a real friend. I bet the black guy at your church is real nice, too.
What? What are you, black guy at the church? Where did that come from? I bet the black dudes at your church are nice. Huh? Go to black church, huh? By the way, you should, though. Black churches are... Any church, people of color, in church. It's like spicy.
I don't even like looking at him.
There you go. There it is. There it is. They're peacing out. See you guys. See you, bros. Whew. After all this, after all the help, Drew is sitting right in the corner, just existing, and she's like, I can't even look at you people. Wow. She watches Django in hopes that he loses. Just kind of watches that stuff, huh? She trying to watch the Django chained. like that version of it and stuff. God.
Okay, I'm gonna
Because he's from Africa and everything, and it's
Drew's in the room.
I've been
And
black
like-
the whole time.
and-
What about Sean?
Yeah, we got two black guys in here. Yeah.
Drew is.
What? It's.
He's a sweetheart. I connected with him a lot.
But you know.
Same energy as I have a black friend. Whew, you can't say things like I don't even want to look at them. That's just a very not. You can't say that, dude. You don't. You can't audition for 12 Years a Slave. The movie already came out, Jody. What are you doing, man? That's such a weird thing to say, man. I'm sorry. I know this is like a tangent. I just want to say something. This has nothing to do with anything. You know how people are like, oh, I wouldn't date like a black girl. I wouldn't date an Asian girl. Why? What is wrong with you? Like, why do you not like people with different color skin? Is it not beautiful? I feel like white skin for me looks really beautiful. I feel like black skin looks beautiful. Brown skin, whatever other colors, it's like, well, that's the flavor of life. If we were all the same color, we'd just be like that uniformity and it just wouldn't look cool. The fact that we're all different is like some of the coolest stuff ever. I don't understand like who indoctrinated these people to be like, it's that bad. And this is me from a country that is famous for segregating people. I don't get it. I never got it. And I never will. So what a weird thing to say. Drop the attitude.
That it's a lot of undecent white guys as well, and nothing to do with nationality. Every culture nationality has decent and undecent. People with accent, without accents. So skin color should not be even fucking in 2021 be part of this conversation, Jody.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, that's why I agree with him. He lays down the law. Everyone else didn't know what to say. He's like angry, just talking to her, looking her dead in the eye, giving her that conversation. Some people need that. Jody needs to have that conversation. She knows she's living in this day and age. You got to get with the program, Jody. Nobody's saying that you have to do certain things, but you cannot say these other things to make it seem like you absolutely hate a certain race or demographic. That is not going to fly in this day and age. So you got to leave that at home.
Yeah, I know. No, that's not it or anything.
It is it. Because you against African American people, but you were fucking sending for 8 years money to African American guy.
During some of this thing, like I said, I have been picking up more on his text and wondering about the language thing because he kept saying, don't go and talk to those guys who threat me. If you've been in the military 30 some years, how can you be making those kind of mistakes?
If you've been alive for this long, how can you be making these kind of mistakes? I could ask you the same question, lady. I mean, you withstood a lot of things in your time, I'm sure. She gotta be passed through at least one world war, Vietnam, something like that. She's gotta have seen some stuff. She gotta been here for stuff. She's still out here getting scammed, getting played by people saying good morning, beautiful, and that's it. That's all it takes. Come on. You probably raised kids. You probably did a lot of harder things in your life than had to deal with this. This cannot be the hardest thing. You cannot fold to these people. Why are you doing that, Jody? Why?
Why? How can you come back to the States, get called back to service, and forget an important item like your wallet?
The real man in these photos was not Colin. He is a man by the name of General Hank Taylor. He has nothing to do with this scam. His images were stolen to dupe Jody out of money.
This is Major General Hank Taylor. This is the man in the image that we had identified in the report.
As you know, August 14th, we began.
That accent, she was like, that's American. She mistook the other one for American as well. For real? Maybe the dudes with the Indian accent do have a chance. Hello, I am General Hank Taylor. Okay? Don't worry. I'm right here. I'll be killing very soon. Perfect. That's 100% accurate. There we go. That's a guy from Boston.
Since then, we have wrapped.
Yo, she throwing up gang signs for there. What was it? Hank Taylor. U.S. Army. Crips, y'all. What was that?
Continuing to provide and secure the Kabul airport to allow for evacuation operations.
I like how she's agreeing. She's like, yes, Kabul. Yes, right. These people think I'm talking Kabul. That guy thinks that's Kabul shit. Okay.
Then, as forces steadily flowed in, we successfully secured
You know.
the Kabul airport.
It took her that long? She was like analyzing in her head, like, Colin, Kana, Colin. She like took that long. It took her, she was analyzing like a Windows 95 right there. Reliable, but slow.
This has been a long, hellish nightmare of over around 7 years. He has called it a dream or a journey. I have told him to quit it. It's not a journey, it's a nightmare. And that's how I've always been referring to it, is it's been a nightmare. Get your butt home. You've had many opportunities and you have not taken a single step. I am getting finished. I am getting fed up.
After 7 years, if you're still getting or you're not fully there, there's no way, right? Like, we can sit here and pretend that she's gonna do better or finally change. She can even say those words. Everyone can make pinky promises to Jody. She's gonna go back and do two things. She's gonna still hate people of a certain color, and she's gonna do this, man. She's gonna go back to Colin. There's no way that she's changing within the space of one conversation if 7 years haven't convinced her enough that this is not something that she's part of. She doesn't want to give this up. For whatever reason, she's still doing it.
Give me a few weeks.
She says she's at the end of her rope, and then this is what happens. Jody unblocked Colin a few days later, even after understanding that Colin was using someone else's profile and photos. Unfortunately, our values do not align with Jody's, and we will not continue to help her. So that's what happened, basically. Jody really just didn't understand, and she went back to doing that. So this was a while ago, right? And you got, like I said, this is a OG classic video. But what if I told you we could catch up with her in 2025? What if I told you they did, and they checked on her and asked her how she was doing and if she's still talking to Colin? Well, that's what they did. They actually checked up on a lot of people this year, and she was one of them. So let's see how she's doing and what she has to say this year.
Okay. Hi, Drew.
There it is. She's now in 2025. She's looking pretty much the same. Her hair is a bit longer there, so that's cool. She's in her car. That's good too.
Hey, Jody.
I'm just hanging out and doing okay.
That's good.
And not much going on, other than I met a great friend who helped me out with my dog when I went to California last year, and not much going on.
So you guys are dating?
No, we're just very good friends.
Oh, so he's smashing that ass, huh? Alright, he getting that grandma pudding. I see what he doing. He clapping them weak cheeks, huh? I got another question for you. Is this like a thing? Do like mouths go downwards? Because her mouth looks like Robert De Niro's. You know how like as he got older, he was just like... It kind of looked like that. I never know. She got like a reverse smile going on there.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
He's been non-judgmental like a lot of people.
How are things with Colin?
We finally asked her the question that we've all been waiting for. How are things with Colin, the person who you should have gave up before like a long time ago? He's like an addiction, like a drug.
It's like a drug to me.
Is she done with him?
I talk to him maybe once a month. That's about it. Not much. Not much there. I kind of don't really want to say too much. I'm trying to forget him and everything and focus on other things. So I don't know what's going on.
You're dialing things back with him, at least.
It's kind of a mutual thing.
Are you sending him money though, Jody? Because it's kind of weird and a little concerning that you still call him Colin, even though you know that it is not him at all, and that's a fake made-up person, and that we actually saw the real person talking. His name is Hank. So Colin doesn't even exist, but you're still talking to him.
All the information that we brought you, can you at least see it this much?
I don't feel you still did the full investigation like I asked. I'm only being cautious for what I am seeing, all the delays and all the errors in his messages.
So for whatever reason, instead of being grateful, Jody is like, I don't think you actually did your job fully. Somehow she needs more information than knowing that Colin doesn't exist and that he is a different person that was impersonating a military person. That wasn't good enough for her. She still needs more information on that somehow. So instead of being grateful to the Scamfish team, she's kind of like, you guys actually just half-assed this. You couldn't even tell me which part of Nigeria, which household he was in. If you could, you should have got me a ticket. I would have gone. Sent my ass to Colin.
I am kind of taking a few things that you have said as possible that he could still be a scammer, but I am still.
Did you say he could still be a scammer? So you're not convinced that he's not a scammer even after people sent you from Nebraska to California twice? Someone went to New York to actually show you who was scamming you. It's been years since. You're still not convinced. You're still doing the research. You're still talking to him. Oh my God. They helped a lost cause.
But I am still trying to, I don't know, evaluate other things. One friend that I met said that this is our year, Jody, and everything. So it's been rough, but it's been interesting. Bye.
She ends by saying that a friend said this is going to be her year. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be her year to go to jail or something because she's defrauding the banks. So good luck, Jody. I feel like the only thing that I can say that hopefully has changed is the way that she sees people of a certain skin color. Other than that, my God, I don't know if I even care about helping her. She just seems like the most selfish person, someone who doesn't even understand when she's getting help and isn't even thankful for it. You really can't help a certain type of people. And that's kind of like the harsh truth. You want to help everyone. Everyone's trying. These dudes tried their absolute hardest, but even the catfish team said, like, we're done. We're not going to help her anymore. And after checking up on her, this is not a happy ending. Unlike a Thai massage. I've never had one. Don't. Jody. I gotta say, man, she has dropped the ball on this one. Hopefully she finds help. Hopefully at some point she realizes before it's too late. But if not, I don't know if I'm losing any sleep over it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. This is all I have for the video. Word of advice, if you're gonna stop being weird about people's skin colors in this day and age, maybe you should seek therapy. Every color is beautiful, except purple people, because they're choking and you need to help them. Okay, cool.